Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah Domina. I'm a staffing coordinator for Hannaford stores in Vermont. So I actually don't do this as a permanent role. I'm typically an assistant store manager, but for the last year and a half, I've been working very closely with our hiring managers at all of our 14 of our Vermont store locations, as north as Enosburg and as south as Rutland, to find the right folks for the right positions at retail for us. So that ranges from, part-time in a department 1 day a week to somebody who's looking to get into key leadership roles like assistant department managers and eventually department manager roles, and service leads as well. So those are all very important for us. So to kick off my presentation, I'm actually going to open up a video. So let me do this right now, and I'm going to share that with you.
I like working in Hannaford because I enjoy helping customers and making everyone's day just a little better.
I think Hannaford's a great place to work. I'm a people person. I like interacting and working with the customers, and that's why I'm here.
It's more than just a job. It's a team, it's community, it's friends, it's family.
Join the team at a Hannaford near you. Apply today at hannaford.com/careers.
So that was actually a video project that I completed with some associates that are from Vermont. So the 3 associates that were in that commercial were from our stores in Vermont, some as close to the Burlington market as Williston and Essex. So you might recognize some of those faces if you're shopping in the Burlington market. So we're really excited to do that. That's something that we had going on our local news channel for a little bit, and we did a recruitment campaign through them as well. So the next thing I want to do, just to kind of give a snapshot of Hannaford and why Hannaford, and talk about what we do day in and day out, as it is essential hard work. I'm gonna just screen share with folks so you can see a PowerPoint presentation. So a little bit of history regarding Hannaford and how Hannaford came to be the chain of grocery stores that people know it today. So Hannaford was actually founded in Portland, Maine in 1883. It was 2 brothers with the last name Hannaford who decided they were going to start their own local produce cart and sell local produce to folks in their community. So this is one of the reasons that local is a pivotal part of our company and how we go to business and what we provide for our consumers across New England and Eastern New York. So it's been, Hannaford has grown obviously since 1883. We now have 181 store locations in 5 different states. So we're headquartered in Scarborough, Maine, which is right outside of Portland. So we're in Maine, we're in New Hampshire, New York, Vermont, and Massachusetts. This slide actually just gives you a little bit of a snapshot of each of the states that we're in. The numbers represent how many stores are in each of the states that we operate in. So don't be fooled by the fact that we only have 17 Vermont locations. We actually don't have the level of grocery competitors or competition that some of our other states and our other markets have. So we do quite well in terms of the grocery industry in Vermont, and we're actually one of the key players, and we are also backed by, we have a parent company, Ahold Delhaize. So Hannaford Supermarkets is just one of the grocery store banners underneath the umbrella of Ahold Delhaize. So some of our sister banners are Food Lion, Stop and Shop. So we are up and down the East Coast into the Mid-Atlantic region with the footprint that we have with Ahold Delhaize. And we also have international stakes in the grocery industry as well. So here's kind of just a snapshot of some of the cool, innovative things that we have done and we continue to do every day. Bringing it back to Vermont does a lot of cool things by way of Hannaford. So we started to implement a loyalty rewards program in 2018. It's called My Hannaford Rewards. So it actually rolled out first to 11 stores in Vermont before it rolled out to the total company. And that's something that Vermont consumers got to take a part in and benefit from before consumers and customers across the rest of our Hannaford footprint. So that translates to 2% off of the cost of any Hannaford brand item you buy. When you make purchases, it gets put into your Hannaford rewards account. And at the end of each quarter, customers that have this rewards account can redeem their earnings as money off of their grocery bill. So for example, you know, as an associate, I get additional Hannaford rewards above and beyond what customers get. So I might earn $20 to $50 in the course of one quarter, and then I get to take that money and apply it towards my grocery bill. So it translates to savings, which is really nice. And then e-commerce, Hannaford to go. So as we navigate this pandemic, Hannaford to go continues to be a growing part of our business. So this is contactless grocery shopping. So essentially customers submit their grocery list online to a Hannaford to go store near them. And the Hannaford to go team will receive the order online, and then we shop it for people for a specific pickup time. So we do this in a lot of our stores in Vermont, and we're trending to have even more and more Hannaford to goes added to our Hannaford stores. This is a very successful part of our industry, something that I think has changed the game a little bit in Vermont, because I think we are a little bit ahead of our competitors in this area. Selling organization, we certainly try to be priced right, and you'll see that in this slide as well. So we try to consistently have low prices to really be here for our customers, and we listen to our customers so that we know what they want and what they value. So we're always trying to do those things and be aggressive in those ways. So this brings me to, okay, so if you're interested in working for Hannaford, how do I apply? All of our applications are done online at hannaford.com/careers. This is where you can get the most up-to-date listings in any of our stores. You can read full job descriptions here as well. And you can upload your resume right on that on your application. If you need assistance, I know not everyone is computer savvy, and that's okay. You can always contact your local Hannaford and ask to speak to the hiring manager. And for folks that are having trouble with the online application, I encourage you to do that. Our hiring managers are happy to assist people and to hear from folks that are looking for work. So also, I like to put this plug in there, be on the lookout for in-store job fairs. Though it is a pandemic, the work that we do is in person and in public. We take every precaution and follow all CDC guidelines to be as safe as possible. So be on the lookout for in-store job fairs, where we often will do on-the-spot interviews. So my information is here in my title. Again, I'm Sarah Domina. Folks can reach me at sarah.domina@hannaford.com or call me on my work number, which is listed here. What does our ideal candidate look like? So I put this in here, and one question I was asked while conducting an interview was, what is our idea of a perfect candidate, a perfect associate? So we really, top of the list, this is intentional. We are all about team. Whether you're in a department, you're a total store, you're part of a department team, you're part of a total store team, and everybody works together. So it's important for us to have folks that are reliable for us. They know their shifts, they show up on time, they work their full shifts. They communicate if they're sick, if they need an absence, if they can't come in for whatever reason. So we're really looking for folks that can be reliable for us, for our teams, and to be on time. I heard once that attendance is 90% of success, and I believe that to be very true. You can't succeed if you don't show up. So 90% of success. It's great. It's always great if people are motivated and proactive and they want to know more, they want to learn more. If they see something that needs to be done, they find a way to get it done, they do it themselves. That's all part of being a team player also. I have customer service in here because everything that we do is in service of our customers, from making sure the bottom shelf and the top shelf, the product's pulled forward, to making sure that we clean up spills in a timely manner, to really making sure our bathrooms are clean. All of those things matter just as much as having top-notch customer service at checkout. So whether you need to learn these skills, we can teach folks, but it's great to come on board having a level of people skills and customer service skills. Ability to be on your feet for extended periods of time. Everything we do is on the sales floor. So we don't have desk jobs. Even our managers are on their feet most of their day. There are some management tasks that require computers to be used, but by and large, everything we do, we're on the sales floor, and we need to be on our feet for extended periods of time. Doing physical tasks, lifting, bending, twisting, that's all in the nature of what we do. I talked about being a team player, being adaptable to change. No 2 days are alike for us, so it's important to be able to adapt quickly to things that change around you. Honesty and good communication, always top-notch things to have. Part of our Hannaford values, which I'll get into a little bit later, touch on those things. So why Hannaford? So I wanted to kind of tie it all together in the end. So why Hannaford? So our core values, which I mentioned. So we have 5 core values: integrity, care, teamwork, humor, and courage. So those are the things that we hope to embody when we work in our stores, and we hope that customers feel those things when they shop in our stores as well. We stand behind our communities. So we actually partner with the Vermont Food Bank on a bigger scale and a smaller scale. So every single one of our stores in Vermont donates to the food bank directly, or Vermont Food Bank affiliates with their local food shelf. So we're constantly donating food that's still safe for human consumption, but might not meet our quality standards. Some stores, our busiest stores, are donating 7 days a week. Above and beyond that, as a company, we've donated money directly to Hunger Free Vermont to really help food insecure families and to work with kids to get healthy meals while they're not in school. We've donated money to the Vermont Refugee Resettlement Program. We recently announced a $20,000, actually total statewide in Vermont. The company donated $80,000 to different charities around Vermont to support parent-child family programs while parents are working from home and while kids are learning from home, to really have programs and sustaining, caring for those families that are working through those things. And we've done lots of other things too. We, on a store level, different stores are contributing to charities locally to them, whether they're donating food product, whether we're donating money to support those efforts, or whether, I've been in a store and we've set up a tent and handed out water and bananas and bagels to runners who are running relays or different races and things like that. So we do everything we can to support our local communities. Sustainability, we are moving to zero waste. We have had initiatives moving to zero waste, and we're constantly trying to make strides here in terms of reducing our waste and trying to make sure that we are mindful of recycling and having lots of other sustainable practices as well. Innovative, we saw one slide earlier with a lot of innovative things that have happened over the last couple of years. Some stores in our company are piloting home delivery, so we are playing with that. And we're constantly trying to be cutting edge with what we do. So there's always new programs, new merchandising, new strategies coming out to keep us fresh and convenient. Also, Hannaford is kind of your oyster. It's whatever you want it to be. It can be just a job. It can be a full-blown career for you. It depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what you want. And we certainly foster growth within folks who let us know that they'd like to grow a career with us, and they put in the work to do so. We have the ability to do individual development plans with folks that want to move up in our company, and people have multiple paths in how to do that. So We hire at different times department manager trainees, assistant store manager trainees. For recent college grads, we actually have a retail management training program catered to folks who are coming out of a 4-year degree program. So there's a lot of different avenues through Hannaford, and even paid internships for current college students, which a lot of people surprisingly don't realize we offer. So why have I stayed with Hannaford? So I could talk about this for a while. I'm pretty passionate about this. I actually have been with Hannaford on and off for the last 15 years. So it's a good 10 years of my adult life. I started when I was 17 years old, a part-time job in high school. And it was a company that, I was still with Hannaford when I went off to college and I went away. There wasn't a Hannaford near my school when I went to college, but I was able to take a leave of absence because of my education and come back and have a job for the summer when I would return for school breaks and for summer vacation, which was always great. I did leave the company after I graduated college, but I think it's important to know, for me, I always left and gave a 2 weeks notice and communicated that I was leaving appropriately. So the door was always open for me to come back. And so years later, I found myself finding out about the retail management training program. I came back to work part-time so that I could apply for it as an internal candidate when it came out. So I did that and I became a retail management trainee for the company, and landed back in Vermont as an assistant store manager when my training program ended. So it's really afforded me a lot of opportunities. I've been able to meet some really talented people in our company across our stores in Vermont, at our home office. And I've really, really been able to see the business for what we do from a lot of different angles. So it's really cool. We're constantly growing. And one of the best career moves I made for myself was coming back to Hannaford to develop a career. So there's a lot of other store managers who, they started as a bagger on the front end and they've worked their way up over the years to become the leaders that they are today. So I think there's lots of opportunities, and I can't say enough good things about why I'm with Hannaford, and I stand for what Hannaford stands for. And I really am proud to work for a company that backs the things that are important to me. So that's what I have for folks, and thank you for listening.
Sarah, I appreciate you taking the time and in sharing with us today.
Okay, awesome.